Excuse me? Dan gives a slight nod and shifts his gaze elsewhere. He's like Xiao! He just doesn't... He's not as mean as Xiao, but he just kind of like lets his mind wander.
I'm gonna get some rest after I've sorted these photos. Don't stay up all night playing video games again.
Why do I feel attacked?
I came up with my name myself, but some people just call me March. Which do you prefer?
April.
Maybe my past isn't behind me, but in front of me.
Your past is in front of you?
That's why I'm gonna keep going forward. One stop at a time. Train or no train.
That doesn't make any sense! How is your past in front of you? Are you saying your past is your present and your future? You can say it like that. Though initially feeling dejected, she decided to name herself after the date of her rebirth. And thus on that day, March 7th was born. Can you imagine if someone was to call their child when they're literally when they come out of the mother's womb? What's the date today? March 7th. All right, you will now be known as March 7th. Okay, there are people's names that are like Wednesday. Like Wednesday's a name. I don't know about the other days, but what a naming convention, huh? Okay, well, we definitely can't do that fight yet, so we're gonna have to come back another time. We're so close, too. Just a little bit more power up, we would be able to do it. Okay, let's see, what can we do next? I guess we'll do Road to Revival. Inkel says, what is this? Battle of intellects is a source of pride. Physical exertion brings shame. It's complete nonsense. So physical labor doesn't count as work now? Today I'm going to show them all what real work is about. Here, here. All staff present, attention please. Herda space station is undergoing a difficult period of revival. In a battle with the Legion, some of the colleagues were slaughtered by monsters and their cold bodies were thrown into the silent space. Cyber attack has erased years of research efforts. The damaged curios are slowly disintegrating in a weightless environment. Everything within sight has been turned into a wasteland and monsters are still roaming around in our cabins. No matter how many dazzling achievements you have made on your own, we can no longer afford to live like hermits. We need to mobilize every member of our staff, put down our inherent prejudices and work together to recover the lost curios and repair the damaged cabins. So inspiring. If you don't mind, I don't want to hear any more complaints about physical labor, nor do I want to see anyone putting off work. If you're interested in curio recovery, please report to the Curio Collaboration Squad under Mr. Wen Mingday in the base zone as soon as possible. Those who are interested in repair work come to me now to learn the process. I can help with the repairs. Are you the young man who helped out the master control zone? I have a special task for you. 45 meters out the door from where we are now, there's a major road defect. I've checked and the small ordnance depot on the other side of the defect is swarming with monsters. I'm afraid ordinary staff won't be able to deal with this. I got it. Make sure to repair the road and limit the monsters at the end of it. I have many other matters to attend to. Please report when you finish the task. Unearthly marble is made from special optical materials. When put in direct contact with life forms, the touch blocks will illuminate, light up all the blocks to turn them into visible paths. You can use certain blocks to teleport. When you tread on one such block, you'll be teleported to another one of the same color. Be careful how to use them. I just gotta light them all up. Okay.
It took you that long?
Okay, chill. Oh no, I'm sorry! Excuse me? The strange voice saying something over and over. You trace it back to the source. Listen carefully. The voice seems to contain some kind of poignant meaning, but all you can make out is the word king. Are there tools aboard the spaceship to translate it? Notice a yellow note that reads, "Can anyone understand what it is saying? My authorization isn't high enough, so I can't borrow the unbearable weight." Okay. Young man, you're back. Let me concentrate and inspect your work. There's a 0.5 millisecond time delay between the sound. Reaching both ears, which indicate that the source is in the 3 or 9 o'clock position. The sound is much louder in the left ear, which contains the 9 o'clock position. That means the monsters in the 3 o'clock position have been eliminated. What? Why don't you just take a look? You have a point. I should also reflect on whether I, like so many others, have fallen into the trap of over-reliance on the erudition, disregarding the much simpler, perhaps more effective methods. Sure, thank you for your contribution to Herda Space Station. This is the reward I mentioned secured for you from Lord Researcher Asta. Please take it. No need to reward me. Thank you. You seem to care a lot about this place. Back when I was an unknown researcher, I was told by the first group of people who worked on the construction of Herda Space Station, this universe is never friendly, rather it is vast and dark. In this vast universe, there are countless pairs of eyes staring at the space station with various intentions. Some covet its curios, while others envy its neutrality and freedom. Others despise it or see it as a chess piece that can be destroyed and trampled on at will. Perhaps we researchers are the only ones who understand the joy, sadness, epiphany, and companionship that it has brought us. Which is why it is up to us to give everything we have to protect it. Chat with Wen Shichi. Renovations aboard the space station are proceeding everywhere at a measured pace, be it the base zone or the railway platform. Several researchers seem to have encountered some issues. Go and find out what happened. Alright. Let's go. We meet again. Are you here for vacation? I heard you need help here. Majestic Legion, the Chaos and Herd of the Curio Cabinet. We can never seem to get a break from it all. Time to bid farewell to research and retire to a quiet, leisurely life. Happy and free. I see you're a man of culture as well. You've come out here to unwind and even pick the same spot as me. Not often you get the chance to waste time like this. Enjoy it while you can. If not for all the turmoil going on, I would still be locked up in the cabin doing their so-called research. I already made it this far, and with a full head of hair at that, no need to worry about other people living better than you. The worst that can happen is we all perish together. Look at it this way, even if there's a neutrino burst that heralds the destruction, it's so worth it to see such a beautiful sight. I'm so happy now to be able to freely waste my own life. Okay. You need help with anything. What do you say? You've already shared some of my joy, so you may as well share some of my chores. We in the Department of Implement Arts have received orders to take stock of the various losses of the space station. That includes evaluating areas like the railway platform. All assets damaged by the Legion in the area, whether mobile or immobile, must be photographed and reported to IPC. My hands are full already, so why don't you lend me one? Don't worry, there'll be something in it for you too. Maybe you can do some stargazing in the meantime. Smart mouth you've got there, you just start worrying about getting those photos. I'll be waiting for you here. Humming some tunes. The galaxy's indeed a sight to behold. Snap a photo of the Astral Express. Okay. So, where is R, right? Cool. Can edit it? What the hell? Cool, I guess. Snap a photo of the broken robot.
Where to now?
We meet again. Are you here for vacation this time? Feel free to take the seat next to me and have a break. I took a picture of everything. Back already? You're fast? Here, I have plenty of bank space in this ledger. Let's see what you managed to capture. The Astral Express. Strictly speaking, the Express is a part of the space station. You're one of the Express folk, right? I'll do you a favor and add its damages to the books. Broken robot. A streamlined body, a silver white metallic luster. Is this the robot Asta ordered? I have to admit she has great taste. Are these enough? More or less, I put it all in the ledger. You can take a look now. Are you done yet? Don't just nose around. Those are only a few lines that concern you, and if there's nothing wrong, I'll take the photos. Chi-Chi Megascope? Even though it's got bumped slightly in the corner, it still counts as damage. In any case, IBC will reimburse us for everything, so there's no need to be coy about it. Damn! With the thousands of things listed here, who's going to know the difference unless they check every one? I'll sort out the ledger for submission later. You should go get some rest. Nice! That is that. Road to revival complete. Alright, let's do this one. Second closed beta. Sending to be Aeon of Trail, try to glean the secrets of Aeons and pass from the simulated Aeons. Okay, let's go. About the simulated universe project. How is it going to answer the mystery of the Aeons? In layman's terms, it will simulate the Aeons themselves, then we can ask them questions. The society has pulled a lot of strings and diverted a lot of resources to make this project happen. The false Aeons we have simulated are connected with real paths. So you can say we basically created a bunch of powerless mini-gods. If you want to get to the nitty-gritty, it's not that simple. The project has encountered plenty of hiccups along the way. It wasn't all smooth sailing. Said there are other collaborators. The project was jointly launched by 4 members of the society. Ruin May, a master in the field of creation, she cultivated the protoplasms of the simulated aeons. Screwlum, the famous mechanical aristocrat who is responsible for writing the underlying logic of the program and the algorithm for the galaxy. Herta, that's me, who is responsible for providing the venue, personnel, resources, adding some interesting systems to the project. And then Steven. He wants to keep it a secret, so forget about him. Why do you need me? You're special. You have a Stelron in your body. You're living the life of a Trailblazer while also receiving a glance from Nanook. The Aeons may be more willing to accept you. You know, the Aeons have no concept of free will at all. They think about nothing but their destined path, so when we ask them questions, they simply ignore us. Even when Screwlum gave them each a simulated personality and maxed out their socialization stat. Okay. We decided on a different approach with you. About the content of the simulated universe. What exactly does it simulate? Simulation of the entire universe according to Screwlum's design, but right now only limited locations are open for access in this terminal. It's enough for us. Screwlum likes to design big useless things. He has a whole planet to himself, so he doesn't care about spatial limitations. Why is it a combat a part of the design? Combat is the best way to demonstrate the path, which path one is likely to walk. We can only summon those simulated aeons we designed when there's a connection to a path. Those creatures don't have special powers, but are as much a real pain in the butt as the actual gods. Does it read my thoughts? Of course, for your safety I want to ensure that everything you see is manageable. I don't want you to lose your mind in the simulation. The rewards. I knew you'd ask about this. What do I get for testing the simulated universe? You can keep all the information you get from the simulated aeons. Isn't that enough? Some people would sell their firstborn just to see an aeon. And you will get to speak with them face to face. I thought you were talking about a financial reward. If you want, I am sure I can arrange something. I have more credits than I know what to do with, but honestly it's just a bunch of numbers the IPC typed up. I want to give you something more practical and realistic, something that can really help you, so it may be different from how you imagined. I agree. Alright, let's go. Closed beta 2. Or the second closed beta. Seems to make no difference at all. Oh. Uli says the strange thing happened again. A chill creeps up your spine, mist clouds your eyes, and you see the familiar vision appearing again. This time they are even closer. You can feel their presence and power. Fully, the Aeon of Remembrance appears again. They float in midair, bowing their head from above. Are they looking at you? But you are not sure which section is your eyes. Or is their eyes. You tell yourself to stay sober and complete the mission. Speak to them. How did you manage to control my mind? Uli says, chaos turns into time. Your dereliction of duty will pass. The volume is no longer proportional. The steps are reduced. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 feet away from everything. Be careful. The Elio train moves forward. The baby falls to the ground. The cancer is growing. They respond to you after hearing what you say. You feel the chill on your face and the hairs on your skin shudder. Then they draw away and disappear in an instant. You feel relieved. Klaudez says, you hear Herta's voice at just the right time. You met Fuli again. Well done. Previous testers never even got a response from Fuli. Sounds like she has settled down from her excitement and her voice has returned to the usual emotionless and mechanical register. You are still watching me? What did you upgrade? What do you think an upgrade is? The next version of a video game. Some tiny rewards handed out every 1.5 months. Herta snorts. This is a whole micro-universe. If you could see all the changes at a glance, why would we spend all the time training a universe? I can just build a garden for your express instead. Herta sighs. There's a downloader just a little further ahead. Remember to use it to expand your team. Your brain is gradually adapting to the simulated universe, and the available RAM will gradually become accessible for you so you can play with more people. Alright, snap out of it. Go and choose your blessing.
You looking at...
Simulated universe. Enemies are falling and you can't contain your excitement. You are a genius. You are sure of it. Your concentration starts to crumble. You love the shaking of every leaf. You enjoy the destructive power of endless thoughts until you realize that something is wrong with you. This is not you. Klaudez says, uh-oh, they're here. Aha! Akivili, Yakavili! A voice laughed wildly. It has been so long. I miss you greatly. Your hair stand on end. This is the infectious enthusiasm of a madman. Aha says, they appear before you without a head and a mask in their arms. They wave their hands at you, still spinning in circles, their arms hanging in mid-air, their muscles controlling their trembling knuckles, and their posture like that of a sculpture. I am so sad. They suddenly became sorrowful. Why did you die? They whimpering in pain as tears run down the back of your hand. You felt like you really had died. You have fallen too long and the universe has lost its order. They began to clap their hands. Then everything started to turn to chaos. This is what I want. I want to hug you. Unfortunately, I'm just an equation in a computer. Oh, that seems kind of cool. They scratch their head. Klaudez says, this punk has figured it out again. I have to get Scrollum to edit their data once more. Aha says, I have to apologize to you, really. I lay in ambush aboard your train for a whole year just to blow it up with your nameless followers. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. They put their hand to their chest guiltily and bowed solemnly. Klaudez says, this disgrace is still pretending. They've already figured out you're not Akavili. You're Akavili. You're alive and well. What an interesting opponent. Please play with me more. That's what I want. Grow up and defeat me. They kick the ground with a stomp and fade away. You gasp for air as you escape from the torment. Aha, the Aeon of Elation, Klaudez explained uncharitably. A very elusive one who probably found themselves living in a game. This fella is very noisy and dangerous. Next time, bite your tongue and talk to them more. Thanks for your hard work. The boss. Alright, boss time.
We need a strategy.
Are weak to ice and physical? You already know.
Freeze!
Move carefully.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Move carefully.
God damn.
Rules are made to be broken! You upstage your welcome!
Time to twirl!
Nice, just one guy left.
Carefully. Attack now.
I should have applied. Oh, he's already got slow on him. That's fine.
Stay right there while I give you a present!
I mean, he's almost broken. Yeah.
Time to twirl!
He's almost dead. Kill him!
It's gonna hurt.
He didn't even get to play the game! Heck yeah. Klaudez says, great job, that's it for today. I've chatted with a few of my collaborators and we've decided to redouble our efforts. Next time you come back, you'll enjoy our official version of Simulated Universe, also known as the Metaverse. When did you chat with them? While you were testing, Herder replies, we have methods of communication far more powerful than those possessed by the IPC or the Intelligentsia Guild. As far as people with our IQ are concerned, this communication is highly efficient. Stephen Lloyd has come up with a bunch of different ideas for making the metaverse more fun. You want to help us attract more Aeons, but it might just help you have more fun. Fair to size. And we're out. Leaving the metaverse. Klaudez says, the metaverse will be closed for a while. We want to give the whole thing a big overhaul and think about what to do with AHA. Next time you will play the official version of the metaverse, the test version will be abandoned. Okay. What is up with AHA? Elation is a very strange Aeon. They are both confused and clear-minded and not as stubborn as the other Aeons. AHA won't stay confined in a single concept. They may have seen right through the nature of the metaverse. You can go. I'll message you when I'm ready. Are the Aeons in there really simulations? You find them awe-inspiring too. A virtual Aeon is not the same as any old AI. Ruin, May, and I came up with a way to connect the virtual Aeons with their real paths. Aeons in the simulated universe are the equivalent of a terminal, and their godhead and wisdom come from the real Aeon. Otherwise, what would be the value in any information we get? Have you decided on what to do with AHA? I have a basic consensus with Scrollum. First, he'll try reducing the partiality values of the simulated AHA, even going as far as blocking the self-consciousness, but that's a little dangerous and may attract the real elation. If we feel that method is unfeasible, then we'll probably leave this AHA to play however they like, while isolating them from communicating with the other simulated Aeons. Who's this Steven you keep going on about? He's our fourth partner, member number 84, Stephen Weirdo Lloyd. This guy's a genius with no interest in using his abilities and spends 2/3 of his time in his adopted father's fruit shop. He can't even get himself excited about something as cool as a simulated universe. Stephen did us a favor and asked to remain anonymous. He doesn't want to make a big splash at all. Perhaps some geniuses wish they weren't one. True. You better beg me to come back next time. If I have to, then I will. By the way, there's a simulated universe index over there. You can check it out if you have nothing else to do, but if you're not interested, then forget it. There's an index. Is it not human nature to collect? What do you want me to do with it? Information about blessings, curios, and aeons in the simulated universe are collected in the index. Index of aeons has some top secret info I procured. Index of blessings allow you to check the blessings you've already obtained. As for the index of curios, just continue to explore the latter worlds. It might just suddenly unlock for you. Okay. The aeons share the respective paths and travel between the starry seas. Lesser beings seek only but a glimpse of them. You never imagined you would meet them in this way. Klepoth. The preservation. Related entry, the preservation. Klepoth, the preservation, is the oldest known aeon in the universe alongside Ouroboros, the veracity. I was once very interested in Klepoth as the first 2 centuries in the Amber era were almost completely blank. What creature is this giant rock amber? Where did they come from? How did they become an aeon? And why are they tirelessly making a wall? There are many questions surrounding them, but the answers are nowhere to be found. The IPC is doing too good of a job keeping Klepoth's information a secret. These people regard the Amber Lord as the one true god and allow not even the smallest transgression towards the aeon. I didn't get any useful information out of the IPC. In contrast, the Intelligentsia Guild has a lot of respect for the preservation. Unlocks after obtaining all blessings of preservation. Ah, okay, these are devlogs. Gotcha. The remembrance. There are plenty of mysterious aeons in the universe, and Fuli is particularly enigmatic. Nobody in the entire Genius Society and the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild knows when they were even born. The Aeon of Remembrance had quietly appeared in the annals of the universe as if they were meant to be here. It's as if they had altered everyone's memory. Fuli rarely presents themselves being before mortals. According to video evidence, they visually look like a humanoid figure carved out of crystal, with indistinguishable facial features and wearing a diadem with a curtain of pearls covering their face. The appearance of Fuli, the Remembrance, always signals an important event is about to happen, but I think maybe the cause and effect should be flipped. Perhaps Fuli only showed up to record that event in the universe's memories. And the elation, aha. The elation, seriously? I don't feel elated when I think about aha. All I feel is chaos. No other Aeon is as much of a headache as aha. Aha has no sense of self-consciousness, is utterly unpredictable, does everything on a whim, and plays mortals and the universe like a fiddle. According to poor old Elias Salus records, aha once turned a Noblest worm into their emanator and granted the worm fathomless intelligence just to see if Noblest worms could enter the Genius Society. The answer was no. For this pointless experiment, the elation gave the entirety of their path's power to a worm that doesn't even have a fully developed brain, and then just discarded the creature once it had outlived its purpose. Without the Aeon's blessing, the worm died instantly and tragically. I don't know why Elias Celeste recorded this in such great detail. Maybe he was shocked by this. Aha! Oh, main story time. Alright.
Oh, it's you. Do you
Yep,
have something on your mind?
You're really good at fake Xiao. Hey, he's a wind user and he uses a spear. That's Xiao. That's Xiao. You're really good at taking care of others.
Oh? What did I do?
You're always the first one to charge into battle. Your judgments are always accurate.
It's about being observant at all times and carefully making the best choice for the situation. You can do it too.
Fake Xiao. No.
I think you're not bad yourself.
I didn't think you approved of me.
If you're referring to what I think about you joining the Astral Express, you're overthinking it. My position is simple. It doesn't matter to me. I suggest you ignore my opinions and make your own choice.
You don't seem like someone who likes to travel.
Being on the Express isn't exactly the same as traveling or adventuring. The Astral Express symbolizes trailblazing. You understand? Trailblazing implies the unknown, be it unknown risks or unknown rewards. In my opinion, the unknown is no more terrifying than the known. In fact, the unknown signifies something we can control and change.
I understand.
Okay then.
Van gives a slight nod and shifts his gaze elsewhere. He's like Xiao. He just doesn't. He's not as mean as Xiao, but he just kind of like lets his mind wander. What is that? Memory bubble digestion. Bubbles are floating in the air with a colorful glow gliding on the surfaces. For some reason, they form an image that seems to carry a profound meaning. You are sure you saw a red sun descending into the snowy mountains and a girl in a robe falling under the tip of a sword. You have even heard someone softly laughing. Everything is real and it is not your imagination. Touch the bubble. You extend your arm and your fingertips stop extremely close to the bubble. Nothing happens. Perhaps you should ask for more info from someone who knows what it is. Okay.
So, have you thought things through?
I still have something to talk to you about, Himiko.
Hmm? Go ahead, speak your mind.
Thank you.
There's no need to be so formal. You helped us defeat that big fella anyway. Plus, if we keep making pleasantries, we'll waste a whole day. You've done me a huge favor by defending the space station from the Antimatter Legion. And know that while Herta may not admit it, she owes me one. She won't refuse me if I ask for a favor in return. And it's probably not too much to ask for a rare item from the space station, right? How about we continue talking on the express? I'll make you a cup of coffee. My special blend.
Have you taken care of everything you need?
I was ready ages ago. I've been here so many times before. It should have just been an ordinary trip for me. But everything's not so ordinary anymore, is it? Walking the same path over and over will never be the same. There will always be something new. That's the meaning of trailblazing.
What's the next stop for the
As
express?
always, to follow in the footsteps of Akivili. Sometimes we stop on other worlds, and we'll continue to do so. There are countless next stops in the galaxy. I love the vast reaches of space, and the Express does too. I want to seek out new worlds, and the Express wants to return to its former path.
Why invite me to join?
Because you're different.
Because I have a Stellaron inside me.
Well, that might be the biggest reason. It's not the only one. I think you need a chance. A chance to discover just how different you really are from everyone else. Everybody keeps telling you how special you are and how you have a Stellaron inside you. But that's already plain as day to you. And no matter who tells you, be it me or Herta or anybody, it's not the same thing as feeling it yourself. You have to experience enough to know if you've gained or lost anything because of the Stellaron, and to know who you really are. Learn to control the Stellaron, and then you can control your destiny. The Stellaron might still be an enigma, but the fact of the matter is, it's a part of you. And you have to embrace this before you can move forward into the future.
I like my shoes.
So, have you thought things through?
I've made up my mind, I'll stay.
Stay? But Herta?
Wait, so what does it mean to stay? I don't want to stay. I want to go.
So,
I'm going.
come with me.
Let's go.
I'll be waiting
Time to get on.
till we make it. Oh,
Bye.
I'm over here.
Oh, hi. It's the conductor.
the journey.
Hey, you over there looking dumbfounded. Yes, Pom-Pom's talking to you.
Oh, you're Pom Pom?
Himiko told Pom-Pom about your situation. Now listen up. Pom-Pom will only say this once.
You're okay.
Pom-Pom's sure there have been lots of people telling you how special you are lately. But this is the Astral Express, and everyone on here has their secrets. Since you chose to board, you can abide by the rules. You're not the only special one here. You'd best remember that.
Yes, sir, ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
I'm Pom-Pom, the conductor. Just come find me if you have any trouble.
Okay, Pom-Pom. What's going on here? Hi, Himiko.
What do you think? Does the Astral Express look the same as you imagined?
Quite a lot bigger than I thought.
Everyone on the Express is a passenger. We're all heading towards an unknown destination. Like we're traveling together.
Okay.
Maybe that's why the Trailblaze chose such a look. Oh, right. March and Don Hung should both be in their rooms right now. You can go look for them. You youngsters should get along well.
You youngsters, how old are you? What about here?
We usually meet up here, but our personal cabins are in the next carriage. Also, don't mind Pom-Pom's antics. They're actually pretty interested in you. It's just that we haven't had new passengers on the Express for a long while. All right, I won't steal Pom-Pom's thunder. If you have any questions, just go ask our conductor.
Okay. Who are you? Oh, you're Welt.
Oh, it's you. How do you feel?
Eisen. I've got a killer headache. Very tasteful. I don't know what that means. Full of energy.
Great. Looks like your stamina is really quite special. In any case, I have to thank you for saving March.
You guys saved me too. I couldn't just stand by and watch. You guys saved me too.
All I did was calm that thing inside you down temporarily. I don't want to frighten you, but the truth is you won't ever be in the clear while it's still inside your body. However, as long as the Stellaron is still in your body, you should be careful what you do. I don't know if Himiko and I can suppress it again, but I won't bore you any longer. So much happened at the space station, you must be tired. There should be some time until the next warp jump, so feel free to walk around and familiarize yourself with the environment.
What do we do during a warp jump? We got anything to hold on to?
Also, don't mind. All right.
Oh, they got a chessboard?
Here already? I was just engaging in pleasantries. How can I help?
Who does Pom-Pom sound like? Is that Bennett? Where's March 7th's room?
Oh? Why are you interested in her room? Pom-Pom remembers Himiko saying that you saved her. Very brave. Very foolhardy. But that is what a Trailblazer should be like.
Wait, what?
March 7th's room is in the express sleeper compartment. She's always running around, so she might not be there.
About Don Hong's
Don
room?
Hong's room? Oh, you mean the archives? He's just sort of living in there, I guess. I can't be bothered getting him out. March 7th's room is right next to the archives. You can visit him on the way.
Is that a phonograph?
You recognize this as well? Himiko always likes to bring back weird junk and try to fix it. That also got modified a bit.
That's all my questions for today.
Pom-Pom still needs to prepare for the Express's warp jump. You can look around the place yourself. No matter where you go on this train, Pom-Pom will always have my eyes on you.
See, you said Pom-Pom, then you said my. You should have said Pom-Pom will always have Pom-Pom's eyes on you. Ah, you let go of your character. What is
Himiko
this?
likes using the phonograph a lot. She says it can play melodies from the past. Welt likes collecting these jet black discs. It seems like they could be antiques. He'd be very happy if you could bring a few back.
Oh, music.
There seems to be the sound of electronic equipment.
Who's that? What? I haven't even knocked.
I learned to sense incoming visitors after people kept barging in so frequently.
Okay, I need to change the song. Okay. This isn't gonna work. I can't listen to that song while talking to people. You gotta listen to a different song. Book in the archives. Some of the words are barely legible. Bro, what is that flooring? Ocean's fate beyond record. It would take many moons for one to decipher. Okay. And he's literally sleeping on a mattress on the... There's only one thin quilt, but it looks very warm. Being surrounded by all the books and records provides a surprising sense of security.
Can he really sleep on such a hard bed?
I really said
A
that.
hard bed is good for your spine. A bed that's too soft will end up hurting you.
How did he know? Did my gaze betray me?
Okay, that's creepy.
Can I help you?
Looking
Feel
around.
free. This is open to everyone on the Express. While many of the roads that Akivili traveled along no longer exist, I think it's still meaningful to record our adventures as current passengers of the Express. I enter the collected data into the Archives databank. I try to catalog the people and places the Express encounters, and compare and contrast them with the existing records. Do you see the terminal over there? It can be used to view information already stored in the databank. Do give it a go.
I'm gonna get some rest after I've sorted these photos. Don't stay up all night playing video games again.
Why do I feel attacked?
I came up with my name myself, but some people just call me March. Which do you prefer?
April.
Maybe my past isn't behind me, but in front of me.
Your past is in front of you?
That's why I'm gonna keep going forward. One stop at a time. Train or no train.
That doesn't make any sense! How is your past in front of you? Are you saying your past is your present and your future? You can say it like that. A spirited and quirky young girl who is into all the things girls her age are interested in, such as taking photos. She was awakened from a piece of drifting eternal ice only to find that she knows nothing about herself or her past. That's interesting. Though initially feeling dejected, she decided to name herself after the date of her rebirth. And thus on that day, March 7th was born. Can you imagine if someone was to call their child when they're... literally when they come out of the mother's womb. What's the date today? March 7th. Alright, you will now be known as March 7th. Okay, there are people's names that are like Wednesday. Like Wednesday's a name. I don't know about the other days, but... What a naming convention, huh? A cold and reserved young man who wields a spear known as... Oh, his spear. Known as Cloudpiercer, he acts as the Express guard on its long trailblazing expedition. Dunhang never talks much about his past. In fact, he joined the Express crew to escape from a past of his own making. And the Express really help him outrun his past. Okay, so we just have a bunch of people with, like, unknown pasts. Well, his past's unknown to him. But he doesn't like his past. To avoid his kin. Okay. You knock, but there's no response.
The door is unlocked. Should I go in?
Just a little peek.
Just one look should be fine. Right?
No. She's not here. This mirror doesn't reflect your appearance. Maybe it only wants to show March 7th. That's cool.
Make a choice I won't regret. Reach the future. So much has happened in such a short time.
Teddy bear. Stark contrast to Dunhang's sparse floor bed next door. Oh, it's so cozy in here. Pom Pom's toy. Bit faded. Yeah, she's lost a bit of color there. Not very tidy. The computer station on the table comes pre-installed with IPC's IDO operating system. It's a genuine copy. That's a genuine copy, yeah.
Hi. Hello. Attention all passengers. Attention all passengers. The Express is about to conduct a warp jump. All passengers, please gather at the main hall. I repeat, the Express is about to conduct a warp jump. All passengers, please gather at the main hall.
There was like, but there's a peculiar scent of coffee coming out of the room. Coffee, huh? The door doesn't move, it is as if it glued in space. Oh, there she is.
There you are. Wait, this is your first trip. So that should be double the excitement, right?
I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
That's the spirit. I was excited the first time I experienced a warp jump too. But I'm used to it now. Don't worry, you'll get used to it too. And before you know it, you'll be a mature and dependable passenger just like me. The first step is to grab a hold of the root cause of your anxiety.
You can't just grab something like that.
Well, it is a little abstract, but basically you just need to pinpoint what's bothering you. The second step is to focus all your anxiety on that point.
Is this some sort of mumbo jumbo about transferring consciousness?
This is science! Don't get distracted. Focus. Now for step 3. Yank out that anxiety and cast it away with all your might.
I like how this is low, like secretly a therapist session. That's just using psychological suggestion.
That doesn't mean it won't work. The best method for relieving anxiety is the one that works, right?
Alright.
What's wrong? You look like you were about to say something. Oh, I think I know what you're going to ask. You've come to the right person.
About the Express.
Ooh, you want to know more about the Express? I'm glad. After all, it's an important companion of ours.
History.
The Astral Express was a tool created by Akivili the Trailblaze, who used it to transport themselves and the Nameless across the galaxy. It is rumored that there are other vehicles like it, but the Express has no such records. When I found the Express, its memory had been severely damaged, with much of its valuable information lost. All I know is that the Express is an aspect of creation built by Akivili themselves and used to travel the cosmos. As for how it was built and how it was damaged, I do not have an answer.
Where the Express is headed?
The Express is traveling on a route that the Trailblaze once embarked on. The names of some destinations have been lost, but the first and final stops were both at Pagana, Akivili's homeworld. We speculate the Astral Express started its journey from Pagana, stopping at each destination along the way before returning there for its next journey. However, the appearance of the Stellaron has caused a delay at each stop.
Express source of power?
There's a legend in the galaxy. The heart of Akivili themselves lies in the core of the Astral Express, providing it with the power to travel between worlds. But I found no evidence of that aboard the Express. Besides, the Express existed before the Trailblaze fell. There's no way they could have had two hearts, right? However, it is likely that the Express possesses some sort of mechanism to transfer power from the Trailblaze. It wouldn't be possible with a normal Pathstrider. The fallen Eon, deceased Trailblaze. Their passing is still a mystery, but of all the known Eons, Akivili was the closest to mankind. In the databank aboard the Express, it is recorded that they walked among the mortals, adventuring, fighting, and celebrating with them. Although they were an Eon restrained by the Prima Mobile, Akivili enjoyed a freedom similar to us mortals. They were different from most, but their passing came so suddenly that it was thought they were killed by another Eon. I don't believe that to be the case. The galaxy is endlessly vast. I wouldn't know where to begin, especially when you ask me like that so suddenly.
Okay.
I've been to many different worlds, yet I still know very little about the galaxy, simply because it's too vast. As for its nature, there are a few theories that I can share with you. The most popular is probably the cosmos tree theory, proposed by Xandar, emanator of erudition and the first member of the Genius Society. He compared the galaxy to an enormous imaginary tree, with its leaves being individual universes. Therefore, only eons who draw their energy from the imaginary and emanators who are blessed by eons can travel through the spaces filled with imaginary energy. That's why planets where civilizations exist are so similar. However, the theory has its flaws. Elias Salas, the 56th member of the Genius Society, invented remote detection, disproving that the imaginary is unique. This shook the foundation of the cosmos tree theory. There are other theories as well. The stretching theory, the heat torch theory, and the parallel imaging theory. The Riddlers claim the galaxy is just a dream, and IX's followers seem to like that claim.
Okay.
Eons are the most mysterious beings in the galaxy. All we know is that they ascended from the form of intelligent beings. As for the how and why, even the geniuses over at the Genius Society haven't the slightest clue.
The heavyweights.
Upon ascending to Eonhood, that being gains power over the paths, free to choose the allocation of imaginary energy however they wish, while suffering the restrictions of the primum mobile.
Mobile? Mobile?
The Eon of Destruction seeks only to destroy the universe, while the Eon of Erudition wants to find the answer for all that exists. Meanwhile, the Eon of Preservation continues to forge walls, and the Eon of Enigmata devotes itself to obscuring all that is known. A cloud of mystery shrouds the Eons. I heard Madame Herta recruited a team to try and solve the mysteries about them.
It's gonna be like the what do you call them in Genshin?
Compared to the Eons, the factions are much easier to understand. Mortals with the same objective gather together to practice their understanding of eons and paths. Many eons are unreachable, but the factions are close to us. After Akivili trailblazed across the galaxy, people became aware of the existence of other worlds. Gradually, more people started trying to use the power of the eons to travel between worlds. The Interastral Peace Corporation is a good example. They worship Klaudez, the Eon of Preservation, but somehow became the largest economic entity in the galaxy. Another example is the Genius Society. There are no shortages of eccentrics like Madame Herta who dedicate themselves to scientific research under the protection of the erudition. These factions possess the same power as us to voyage between worlds. It would be hard to travel through the galaxy without them.
Paths.
The birth of an eon gives rise to a path. The nature of the paths remains a mystery, leaving us to draw an analogy in a way that mortals can understand. It's a philosophical concept of sorts. A person is considered to be on a path when their will overlaps with that path. If the person has a strong enough will, they can draw power from that path. Those who can do so are called Pathstriders.
Okay.
Pathstriders possess extraordinary power, but are still insignificant compared to the eons, like a drop of water in a vast ocean. Sometimes eons will bestow a mortal with their power, making them an emanator of that eon. I should mention that once a path is open, it cannot be closed, even with the fall of its eon. That is how we are still able to travel across the stars, despite Akivili's passing. Trailblaze is our mission, and the source of strength that powers the Express to travel across the galaxy. Explore the unknown world to continue our journey ahead.
Okay.
understand the local culture and immerse ourselves within it. Establish a connection with the new world, rejoice with it, and share in its fears. Connect worlds together, carving an endless path.
Sounds like Kingdom Hearts.
This is your first time experiencing the warp jump, so a little discomfort is unavoidable. If you're really anxious about it, I can stay here and have a chat with you.
Oh my god.
About everyone on the Express? Who would you like to know about? She's the owner of the Express. We joke around calling Pom Pom the conductor, but everyone knows Himiko is the boss. It all started with her encounter with the Astral Express, and they haven't been apart since then. She's extremely passionate, like a burning sun. However, she remains mysterious most of the time. Once in a while, you feel that she's burning herself out, trying to accomplish her dream. Only someone like her is worthy of the Astral Express. I think Himiko's vision of her whole life revolves around a very important dream. To be honest, I don't know when Pom Pom appeared. I think it was before I came to the Express. No, wait, maybe it was after. Pom Pom is like the spirit of the Astral Express. Whenever anyone on the Express needs help, they will appear immediately. It would be ill-advised to underestimate them. Pom Pom is terrifying when they get angry.
I like how they
Yes, it's
they
terrifying.
call Pom Pom they. So it's not a he or she.
Dan Hung is a lonely child. He may appear distant and cold, but his heart is kind. Perhaps he's the way he is today because he spent so much time on the run. Sometimes he reminds me of myself when I was young. He used to work at the Xianzhou. We don't know what he's running from. He once told me that he didn't know either. All he knew was that something was chasing him and that he had to run. So he boarded the ship of a troupe called the Morning Actors and escaped the IPC. After a while, he made his way to the Express, and he's stayed here longer than anywhere else. Don't worry. No matter who or what wants to hurt Dan Hung, we won't let them. Those who dare attack members of the Astral Express should be prepared to suffer the wrath of me and Himiko.
And March 7th. And Pom Pom. And me.
Did Himiko tell you about March 7th? She was trapped in ice, floating through space. We happened upon her and rescued her. It was a unique type of ice known as six-phased ice, a substance that adheres to imaginary law, meaning that external forces cannot change its form. Whoever sealed her inside
An
the
Aeon.
six-phased ice, no matter who it is, did so either to protect her or banish her. I believe she had been floating through space for some time.
Stellaron's.
It's impossible to trace the origins of this phenomenon. When it's observed by humans, or should I say, once it begins to affect the physical world, it's already too late to reverse. It's like a sudden storm that appears on a calm ocean. This phenomenon causes the smooth journey through the expanse to be filled with dangers. The mechanism whereby this mutation and corrosion spreads is the stellarons. It promulgated rapidly like cancer cells, so the International Peace Corporation named it the Cancer of All Worlds.
Interrestrial. Antimatter Legion.
They are the army ruled by the Eon of Destruction,
Nanook.
Nanook.
Okay.
As Nanook's followers, they stand against all life and civilization and execute the will of destruction, disseminating chaos and calamity. Their actions cannot be explained by reason, because their only motivation and purpose is to destroy. Fragmentums are a phenomenon of corrosion. The mainstream school of thought is that stellarons catalyzed the appearance of fragmentums. All matter and space that comes into contact with the fragmentum will be turned into fragmentum creations. However, you don't have to feel too burdened. At the very least, the current state of the stellaron in your body is very stable and will not cause distortion to the outside.
Okay.
You took long enough. But at least everyone's here now.
Where's Dan Hang?
He won't be here, so just leave him be. Oh yeah, take these.
What is it?
A tiny bonus from the conductor to the passenger. Think of it as an investment in your future growth.
Oh.
Okay, everyone, hurry up and find a place to sit down. Try not to be like March, always running around the express like a headless chicken. Pom-Pom's going to start the final preparations for the jump.
Nice. Oh, never mind.
The universe. The Astral Express. Eons. Did I get dragged into a science fiction movie or something? This stellaron thing in my body.
Are you trying to catch the stars? I've done stuff like that before. But it wasn't stars for me, though. It was lights. When I first woke up after being rescued from the ice, I could see clusters of stars in front of me. I reached out for them automatically, but they turned out to be the carriage ceiling lights. The whole crew was watching me. It was pretty embarrassing.
Rescued from the ice?
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Before all this, I was stuck in a huge block of ice drifting through space. Himeko and Mr. Yang and... who was it again? Anyway, they figured out a way to melt the ice and saved me.
You remember what happened before you were frozen?
I don't remember a thing. Who I
You're
am,
like me.
where I'm from, my name. It's like everything was erased from my mind. March 7th was the day they found me, so it stuck. Ever since then, I've been hanging out on this train and following it to whatever destination it decides to stop at. I'm hoping that one day I can find my past.
Same.
What am I talking about this for? A way to get everyone down, huh?
Sorry.
It's fine. I was the one who brought it up. Cheer up! It's not every day someone gets to ride on the Astral Express. Ah, here comes the conductor.
The express has reached a safe distance from the space station. We'll be jumping in about 10 minutes. Return to your seats, please. Both of you! Things could get bumpy.
Is this not my seat?
Thanks, Pom-Pom. But did you really have to come and remind me? I'm not a newbie, you know.
Well, it wouldn't be necessary, but Miss March 7th likes to challenge herself. And falls over every time.
That's just called never giving up. Conductor, can I get a juice, please? Thank you!
We're jumping in 5 minutes.
Damn, 5 minutes fly
You can have
fast.
something to drink when it's over.
But I'm thirsty now. Oh, don't worry about me. I just want to see if I can stay on my feet this time.
Good luck.
Thanks. I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. The key is using your core, waist, and leg muscles. It's not your stance that matters, but your ability to ride the inertia. Well, don't mind me. Find a place to sit down and buckle up.
Hey, you think I can't handle that? I can do that too.
Jumps are like this. They may feel novel the first few times, but you'll slowly get used to them after a few more. As for the mechanism, well, if you're interested, I'll explain it to you in detail when we have more time. For now, just sit and wait. Remember to close your eyes. It helps with the dizziness.
Our next stop is a small planet called Eurelos 6.
Eurelos 6?
It's been thousands of years since the last time the Express paid a visit. The databank shows it was a lush and beautiful place. But after all this time, it's possible that dramatic changes have occurred.
Alright, let's have a seat. Next planet? Yeah, is that the planet you want to go to?
Hello? Hello, hello? All passengers, please return to
What
your
is she
seats.
doing?
The train is about to make the jump. Hold on, everyone.
Oh, she's saying I won't fall over.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
She's gonna fall over. There's no chance she's standing up. Did she fall over? I didn't get to see.
All those millennia. Is this what Eurelos 6 has become?
Uh-huh. So, that snowy planet is our destination this time?
Yes. Looks like this trailblazing expedition won't be easy.
Ugh, spatial readout anomaly. Star rail stability is down to 12%. Schedule alteration. 7-day stopover time extended indefinitely.
What?
The complex locality of this world has been affected somehow. The star rail has been blocked off by something. Take an ordinary train as an example. It's like the tracks up ahead have suddenly snapped, and the way forward leads straight into a collapsing abyss. The only sensible thing to do would be to brake hard, right?
If we try to force our way ahead, there could be a hefty price to pay.
This again? Don't tell me. It's gotta be.
The results of the preliminary analysis are here. The anomaly stems from a stellaron, as always. Yes, just like the one that's been placed into your body.
Don't worry, it's not the first time our route has been obstructed by a stellaron. Stellarons are clouded in mystery. Even Herta isn't able to fully understand them. But at least we know how to neutralize their influences.
The only thing we can say for sure is that their arrival causes massive changes to civilizations and ecosystems. They also generate distortions in space, such as fragmentums. There must be an inextricable connection between the stellaron we're dealing with here and Eurelos 6 becoming a frozen planet.
Our current theory is that stellarons are seeds of disaster, planted by a certain eon throughout the universe. We can't continue to trailblaze without removing the source of the disaster.
We're like a chivalrous band of cosmic knights.
Right! You finally get what we're all about. Pretty cool, huh?
I'd like to entrust this trailblazing expedition to March, Dan Hung, and you. The objective is clear. Find the stellaron responsible for the disaster and the spatial distortions, and bring it back to the Express. We'll deal with the rest.
Awesome! We get to work as a team again.
They're not coming? I'm kind of sleepy. Why us?
Because you three made a great team back in the space station. My guess is that if you spend even longer together, we'll see something even more impressive.
So it's still not our turn.
I know you really want to go, but we should give the youngsters a chance to get out there on their own. It'll be a good opportunity for them to bond. March, if you two are ready, why not go and find Dan Hung? He's probably already started collating the ecological data and survey results for your Relo 6. It's always good to know more about the destination before you start a journey.
A grand, cool adventure in the withering wintry night. Okay, now we can interact with this. Nope, just kidding.
Ever since the destruction sowed Stellarons across the universe, many worlds have changed. Nanook, the destruction, Yaosha, the abundance, Terminus, the finality. I've seen and learned a lot in my time, but I still struggle to understand some of the Eon's actions.
Thanks to a brilliant performance, you guys saved the space station from a moment of crisis. Now, the Express is relying on you to get it moving again. Remember, there are 4 things we do when we arrive at a new world. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. And I'm sure you'll get along really well with March and Dan Hung.
Oh, there he is.
Each stop brings its own grand and exciting adventure.
Have you been on an adventure before, Pom Pom?
No. Pom Pom can't leave the train right now.
Pom Pom's so dejected all of a sudden.
How's my Trailblaze level? Yeah.
A planet covered in snow and ice.
Oh,
Will I find my answer here?
I don't think so.
Whoa! Don't sneak up on me like that. Why are you still here? Go find Don Hung. Exciting adventures are waiting for us.
He's right here.
Are you doing okay after your first jump? Dizziness or retching are normal reactions. You'll feel better once you get used to it.
Why aren't you with everyone else?
I enjoy being alone, especially when I have important work to do. I went through the Express's database, and it seems the environment on Eurilo 6 has undergone drastic changes in the past few centuries. It was not a frozen planet to begin with.
Well, it says it was caused by a Stellaron.
He said so? Considering the spatial obstacles that the Star Rail has encountered, it's highly possible. I've conducted a preliminary survey and found that there's one area with a relatively normal temperature on the surface of the planet. By normal, I mean a temperature that just about allows for human survival. If I had to choose a site for initial investigation on this trailblazing expedition, that would be it.
Can't you and March 7th go? Once you, me, and March 7th to go together.
As I expected. Before you came, whenever March wanted to go anywhere, Himiko would make Mr. Yang and me go with her. And even after you arrived, I didn't suppose I'd be the one to be liberated of that duty. I assume the trailblazing objective this time is to find the Stellaron on Eurilo 6 and dispel the effect it's exerting on the Star Rail. Right? I see. You should find March. I'll join you two once I'm ready.
Find March is right here.
I see.
Did you talk to Don Hung? How'd it go?
Full of enthusiasm.
Really?
Yep.
I find that hard to believe. Relax. Don Hung and I are experienced trailblazers. We got your back. Well, are you ready?
Let's go.
When I first saw this planet, I thought, a world covered in ice. Could it have something to do with my past? Now I can't stop thinking about it. Still, the ice that trapped me was six-phased ice, a very rare substance. I don't think you can find it on your average planet.
We won't know unless we have a look ourselves.
To be honest, I think I'd be kind of annoyed if I found out this was my home world. It looks freezing. Pretty girls aren't frost resistant.
Okay.
What? Is there something on my face?
Nah, I was just imagining all the fun we're gonna have here.
I feel sorry for this world. First the Stellaron, and now you.
Let's go.
All right, here comes the Yarilo 6 Trailblaze team.